She's got that look, she's got that style, she's got that conversation that makes you want to stay for a while. She's the all-American woman. Hola, hello, welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about National Hispanic Heritage Month. Now, for all of you that do not know, or may not know, Hispanic Heritage Month starts today, which is the 15th of September, and ends next month on the 15th of October. So it's for 30 days. And it starts on, some people wonder why it wouldn't just be one whole month, either September or October. And normally when we celebrate the origins or races or different cultures and things like that, it usually is 30 days or a month. And the reason we don't celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month in either September or October, and we start on the 15th of September, is a very important reason, actually. It denotes a time in history when 5 Latin American countries gained their independence. So the 15th of September is the anniversary for 5 of those countries. And then a few other countries within that time period of the 15th of September to the 15th of October also gained their independence. But I'll get to that later. First, let me talk about the theme for Hispanic Heritage Month, because each year it's a new theme. So the theme for this year is honoring our heritage and building our future. And that's the theme for this month. And basically what Hispanic Heritage Month does is it recognizes the contribution of Hispanic and Latin American people to the United States, and and all they have done for the country, and all they also do for their own culture to keep it alive and well here in the United States and in their countries. But we mainly focus on here in the United States and how much they have contributed, because there have been huge contributions made by the Latin American Hispanic community. Alright, and let's talk some more about this. Alright, so the Hispanic Heritage Month, as a celebration, or if you will, recognition, began back in 1968, and it's always been the 15th of September through the 15th of October. And as I said before, it denotes the 15th of the 15th of September is the anniversary of 5 Latin American countries' independence. And I'll tell you those right now. Yes, I wrote them down because my memory is terrible, but these are the countries. Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Guatemala. And I think I got them all. Costa Rica, one more time. Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua. So those are 5 countries, Latin American countries, that earned their independence on the 15th of September. And again, there are other countries like Mexico that earned their independence within the 15th of September through the 15th of October as well. So, and that's why they get this month, and that's why it begins on the 15th of September. Alright, so just to go by, and this is some information I got from the Census Bureau, U.S. Census Bureau. As of the year 2014, there are 50.5 million people, or 16% of the United States is made up of Latino and Hispanic Americans. And that is a huge chunk. Yeah, that is a huge chunk, because we're talking 16%. So, yeah, it's a great amount, and they say that will increase even more as time goes on. But look at even at the bigger number, 50.5 million Latinos and Hispanic Americans. And the only reason I'm saying Latino and Hispanic Americans is some people like to consider their name Latino, and then some people like to call or be called Hispanic. And it goes back to some people considered Latino as part of the Latin origin, which is more a part of Spain or Italy, if you will, the European side. So they don't really like to be called Latino, and they chose Hispanic. And Hispanic was actually a name given by the United States, or let's go back, a race given by the United States. Latino really comes from the term of Latin America, which is the South America and Central America combined. That's where the term Latino comes from. Latino and Latina are Latin Americans. That's where that term comes from. But the term Hispanic was actually a race given to the Latino population in the United States. So that's the difference between the two, and that in some people of Latin American origin or Hispanic origin, or are in the Latin American or the Latin community, consider themselves either Latino or Hispanic, and that's their choice. Just like some people in the that are black consider themselves to either be called black or African American. So, and same thing with people, the Native Americans. Some consider themselves called Indian or Native Americans, and it's their choice, and as we go on and progress, I like to talk more about those other cultures as well. But this month, I'm going to focus on Hispanic heritage and Hispanic and Latino people. So what I'm going to do is, between the days of the 15th of September through the 15th of October, is I'm going to be bringing some information about people in this community that have made huge contributions, or that have made contributions, small or huge, to the United States and to their culture. And some of them, the names may be familiar and some may not. And I hope we all learned something, because I plan on learning a lot. Because even though I'm bringing a lot of these names, I don't know necessarily everything about these people. Some I read. I read books, I open books, I look in books, and sometimes I even go to the internet. Alright, well, that's all I have for today, and I challenge everybody else to do the same. Find out more about people in the Hispanic and Latin American community. And, not just because this is their month, but because it's good to expand your horizons and increase your knowledge, not just about what you see in front of you, but about the diversity that is just humongous here in the United States. And maybe diversity, I always think diversity is everywhere. It's not just about race. It's also about culture. It's also about family. It's also about gender. It's about LBGT, things like that. So, and when I say LBGT, I'm talking lesbian, bisexual, gay, transgender community. So, and the thing is that diversity is all around us, and sometimes we need a little nudge, and that's why we have a lot of these different ethnic group celebrations and recognitions. So getting a little nudge to do that. And then sometimes we just want to find out on our own. We hear something and we want to know more about it. So I'm challenging you all, and myself included, and learning more about the Hispanic and Latin American community. Alright, and I will see you next time. You guys have a great day. Adios.